Hi parents, it's Miss Arnold. It's been a while since my last video, so I hope everybody's doing well, but I wanted to give everyone an update about how remote learning was going to look when we started on August 5th. I've gotten a lot of questions about that, and I know everyone's anxious to get started. So here's a little bit of information. You'll be getting more information through our virtual orientation, which I'll mention in the presentation, and then also when you meet individually with teachers, which is also part of our virtual orientation. So this is just a little overview for you so you know what to expect. So like I mentioned, remote instruction will begin on Wednesday, August 5th, which is our normal start date to our school year, and we'll continue with remote instruction until in-person instruction begins. Right now, the governor has that as August 17th. He is expected to have a press conference this week about education, where he might push that back to after Labor Day, or some schools, districts, and charter schools have pushed it back until after fall break in October. So still thinking about all those options, but we will do remote instruction until we start in person, and that'll start August 5th. And what will it look like? That's the big question. So in general, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each day, each class will have a whole Google Meet with the class. Monday and Wednesday, their focus will be ELA, and Tuesday and Thursday, their focus will be math. And then during the day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they'll have activities and things to do, which we'll get to in a second. All week, 5 days a week, including the whole class meet, there'll be smaller group work sessions with either the classroom teacher, with Miss Lyon for students that are on SST, with our SPED teacher for students that receive those services, or if students receive speech and OT, they'll have small group sessions or one-on-one sessions in some cases to work on that. So a whole class meet, instructional meet a day, Monday through Thursday, followed by small groups throughout the week. The teachers will assign those so you'll know when they'll be. Obviously, small groups still on Friday, but not the whole class meet. So the assignments I'll do when they're not in those small group or whole class Google Meets, they'll be assigned through Google Classroom. We did this with second grade and up last year. There'll be various activities. They could watch an instructional video. They could complete some independent practice. The assignment might be to work on MobyMax, their fluency facts on MobyMax. For younger kids, it might be to practice their handwriting or their sight words. So it'll be various activities depending on the class. And they'll also have assessments they need to take throughout the week. Teachers will post a weekly agenda every week on Google Classroom and also on their Google Class site. And this Google Classroom has a feature where if you accept the invitation from your teacher when you get it, it will automatically email you that weekly agenda as well. So everybody will know what's going on that week, what assignments are due, when the Google Class meets are, and things like that. We will have specials. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll have a special each day. And each day there'll be a scheduled Google Meet with the specials teacher and an activity to be completed that day. So they'll still have specials. Lunch, we will be serving lunch while we're in remote session. We're going to order monthly, just like we always did. We're going to use a Google form for that instead of sending home a paper menu. So that'll be a little different, but we'll still order monthly. Lunch pickup will be on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10:30 to 12:30 at the red double doors for like we do device pickup. You're going to pick up 2 lunches a day. Monday, you'll pick up Monday and Tuesday's lunch. Wednesday, you'll pick up Wednesday and Thursday's lunch. We don't normally have lunch on Fridays, so we'll continue not to have lunch on Fridays while we're in remote status. Monday through Thursday, when we do serve lunch, we'll have virtual lunch with the teacher. This is an optional time. Kids want to hop on, talk to the teacher who's on there, visit with their friends, just a little social break for them in their day. We will still be giving our MAP benchmark assessment. We use this to know where our students are and what we need to work with them on, which is extremely important this year because of that kind of lost time in Q4. We want to make sure our kids are where they need to be, and if they're not, we want to make sure we're doing what we need to get them there. So we're going to start that August 17th, and you can schedule an in-person time or a virtual time to complete, or not you're not completing it, but your student can schedule an in-person time or a virtual time to complete that assessment. Students will need to take 2 or 3 assessments depending on what grade. So everybody will be taking reading and math, and then science is only for 4th and 8th grade. And again, we'll send that out once school starts. You'll sign up for what time you want. Just a little details on the in-person testing. We'll have 3 groups of those at a time, 5 kids in each group, so we can make sure they're socially distanced. They will have to wear masks if they come in person. And the session will be 2 hours, which is normally more than enough time to complete the test. They normally take about an hour. So more information to come on signing up for that. And attendance. So we will be taking attendance. We didn't take attendance in Q4, so this is a little bit different. We will be taking attendance, but it's pretty flexible with what qualifies a student as present for that day. So a student will be considered present if they participate in one of those Google Meets that I just talked about, whether with the whole class or a small group. Or if they turn in an assignment on Google Classroom, that'll be considered as being present. Or if they speak to their teacher on the phone, that'll also be considered to be present. But to get the most out of instruction, students should participate in all scheduled meets, whether they're whole group or small group. They're all instructional, okay? So they're all important, and complete all assigned work each day. We don't want them saving all their work for one day and having so much to do on one day that they rush through it or they really don't understand. So we don't want them getting behind. So at all possible, make sure they're participating in all their scheduled meets and assigned work each day. Expectations. So for students, they're expected to participate in remote instruction every day. So just like I said, they're expected to be on their Google Hangouts, turn in their assignments, attend their small group meets, and all of that's scheduled. As in class, we want to make sure they ask questions when they don't understand. That's the only way we can help them. That's the only way their teacher knows what they need to focus on. They can ask questions through Google Hangout directly. They can email their teacher, and then I'll get to it in a second, but teachers will twice a week have office hours where students or parents can get on and ask questions. So a lot of opportunities to ask questions. And then they need to show pride even when at home. So we call it Mustang Pride, and if you're not familiar with what those letters stand for, they stand for purpose, respect, integrity, daring, and excellence. These are virtues we focus on every single day in the classroom. So if they've been with us a while or even just a little bit last year, they know what these stand for. They know how to show them. And just because they're not in school does not mean they get out of showing their Mustang pride. We still have a purpose, which is to complete all of our work and attend all of our meets. We still need to be respectful when we're on our Google Meets. We need to be respectful of our teachers, of our students. They need to be respectful of you when they tell you what to do. When you tell them what to do. Got that backwards. They need to show integrity. They are working independently for the most part, so they need to show integrity by making sure they're doing their work and doing it right and doing what they're supposed to be doing, even if nobody's right there watching them. And they need to be daring. We all need to be daring at this time. We're all trying new things. We're all kind of getting out of our comfort zone, maybe doing something that's not normal for us. So we all need to be daring. And then the E stands for excellence. Do your best. Okay, be excellent. So they need to show pride even at home. For parents, you guys, if you could help set up a quiet area where students can work. I know some kids want to work on the sofa or on their bed, but sometimes that's not the best place for them to work. So kind of help them think about those things. Review the weekly agenda with your students when you get them so they know you know what they need to do that week. They know what they need to do that week. And then hopefully that'll help them navigate the week effectively. Encourage your students to do their best and show pride. Use those words. We use them at school. They know what they mean. And then parents, please use office hours. Remember, each teacher will have those twice a week, and they'll let you know when those are. I will also, though, have a weekly meet for parents for questions, and that'll be on Friday evenings. So if you have any questions, general questions or questions I can get to the teacher, get with the teacher on and get back to you. Happy to help with that. Support. We all need support right now. So support for students. That's one of the reasons we're having a lot of those small group times is specifically for this. So it's if you've sat in with your student on a whole class meet, it's a little chaotic. So we'll give the general instruction in that whole class meet, but in order to meet the needs of each of our students, we'll have those small group sessions throughout the day, every day, Monday through Friday, with the teacher, with our interventionist, with our SPED staff. And then teachers will have office hours once a week for the kids to ask questions, but they still can ask questions through Google Classroom. They still can ask through email. Just the office hours is the teacher will be there live to explain any questions and answers they have. Support for parents. Again, office hours with the teachers are for you too, to answer any questions you have. I'll have my weekly hangout, and then the PTO is scheduling some parent informational sessions each month to kind of help with the different things that are going on right now. So August, we have remote learning roundtable scheduled. We have that scheduled for August 7th at 6 p.m. We'll send out more information about that. But that'll be a time to discuss remote learning, different ways you can help your kids be successful. You can share with other parents. I'll be there to answer questions you have about remote learning. And our social worker, Jeffrey, will also be there to help talk about how to emotionally support your kids through this time of remote learning. And then September, we have a COVID question and answer with a healthcare professional, and that date, we'll get you that date soon. If there are any other topics you want to see us cover in the monthly informational sessions, just let me know. We want to make sure these are meaningful to you guys. So if you have any suggestions, just pass them on. Communication, as always, but I think more importantly right now, communication is essential. So just a reminder of all the ways we communicate. Our school webpage, each class will have a webpage this year. That'll be new. Our social media, Facebook, Instagram, please like us and follow us on those two social media platforms for updates. We will have our weekly memo sent out by Ms. Wicker. The teachers have office hours. I have my weekly meet, and always there's email and call to school. So those are always ones, so I didn't put those on there. And then getting ready. How can we get ready for remote learning? We will have virtual orientation, like I mentioned. Ms. Wicker is going to email you the virtual orientation on Friday, July 31st. There's going to be information about lunches, signing up for Corral. There'll also be a video message from me, from the classroom teachers, and from our PTO. So please read through that, fill out any of the forms you need to fill out. Some of you might need to send in proof of residency. All that's in there. So please read that thoroughly. Watch the videos that are included. But then we'll have some live meets following that the next week. So live meet with me on August 3rd at 5. Live meet with the PTO right after mine at 5:30. And then on August 4th at different times of the day, each classroom teacher will have a live meet where you can ask them questions about remote learning. But please make sure to watch the video they put out so we don't repeat questions and stuff. Then device pickup. We're doing remote learning, so I know we all need to pick up devices again. We've gotten those sanitized and checked and make sure they're all working. And so device pickup will be Monday, August 3rd and Tuesday, August 4th from 10 to 2 at the red library doors like always. Last time we did a paper agreement when you check those out. This time that will be online. You'll find that in the virtual orientation. So please complete that before coming to pick up the Chromebook. And then preparing for in-person, I need to start getting really firm numbers. I sent out a survey, I don't know, a month or so ago now, asking, if you are thinking about doing remote only, if you need childcare on your remote days and things like that. But I need a lot firmer numbers now so I can start planning. So if you could please fill out that survey and answer those questions for me, that would be great. All right, and as always, that's all I have, and thank you so much to all of you who watch these videos. I hope it's helpful as a communication tool. And if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. There's my email. Call me. Happy to answer any questions you have. Want to make sure we're all prepared to start remote learning on the 5th. So have a wonderful week. Tell the kids I said hi. Can't wait to start remote instruction. And I'll see you later.